to my channel. Yes, today is Wednesday, and I already know it. Wednesday is spooky animation. But let's start with greetings. Come on. Hello, my name is Daniel. I'll be your host here.
Guy in the chair.
And today for spooky animation, it's a horror story, but I forget which one. But let's enjoy. So enjoy. The yogurt.
To start this story off, there are a few things for clarification. This is told from a 6th grade male perspective. This story happened 2 years ago. I lived in a little town and went to a public school. Every Friday, a lot of other students at my school loved to walk to the nearest grocery store and frozen yogurt store after all of our classes were done. Everyone would power through their week at school to be able to walk every Friday. It was one of the highlights of going to school. It was a nice walk to the frozen yogurt shop. You would walk through fields of grass, past a fire station, past our local rec center, and that would eventually lead you to the yogurt shop. It was a very crowded place most of the time, so we would also go to the gas station nearby and the grocery store. But the yogurt shop had some of the best hangout areas. Me and my friends walked so much that it practically became a tradition, but everything had changed from that point forward. Whilst we were walking, I thought I was seeing things, but always noticed that there was a small Honda Civic nearby everywhere we went. They hadn't thought much of it, but I definitely knew that was a red flag. Not wanting to ruin the mood, we kept moving forwards. 10 to 20 minutes later, we had arrived near the frozen yogurt store and went to our usual spot. I may have not stated that the frozen yogurt store was in a type of store complex, 2 stories, big. It was surrounded by tons of other stores. We went to our usual spot, but something felt wrong. That Honda Civic was on the road right nearby. That was red flag number 2. I quickly said, let's go back to the 2-story complex. And they were saying, why? And what's wrong with our usual? Not trying to make them worried, I said, I know a better spot. Here's where the story really escalates. We started walking up to this other spot that was at the 2nd floor of the complex. We were having a good time at this spot, and I eventually had forgotten about the Honda Civic. One by one, it was time to head home. All 3 of my friends had left before myself because my parents were still at work and couldn't pick me up yet. I was starting to feel bored, so I moved around the complex. I was running around, acting like a fool, but was genuinely having fun. I turned the corner to the next hallway, and I muttered to myself, oh shit. There was a really tall man at the end of the corridor. He looked about 6'5" to 7 feet tall and was wearing some type of fedora. He looked unkempt and dirty. Thinking he may just be homeless, I started to walk by him. I was just about to walk past him, and this man said, I'll give you a 10-second head start. I've been watching you through my car. He started smiling like a maniac. I felt my heart in my throat and was very confused, but this didn't feel like a good situation. Turning around, I asked, why me? What did I do? He just glared at me. A couple of seconds passed and he muttered, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I started to sweat and thought to myself, and he told me, better get running, or it'll be over for you. At that very moment, he started to move his hands behind his back and he pulled out a pocket knife. I felt all of my hopes and dreams die in that very moment. Feeling like I was about to throw up, I started booking it, running as fast as I ever had before. I looked behind me, but he was nowhere near far behind, almost a couple of feet away. I thought to myself, I'm gonna die. I'm really gonna die. I heard a blood-curdling scream from behind me. He was even closer. I felt a rush of adrenaline as I jumped off the 2nd story and had safely fallen onto a patch of grass. But I had hurt my leg, so not really that safely. I looked back up to the window and I could finally see his face without the fedora covering his face. He had a huge grin on his face. I ran into the frozen yogurt store. If I didn't, he would for sure finish me off. I ran inside and exclaimed, "Call 911!" They had a look of confusion on their face. I explained everything that happened and what the man looked like. The police arrived shortly after, and I explained what he looked like, and also reported the Honda Civic. These police officers went searching after using me for information. Unfortunately, they never found him. I will never forget this experience, and it truly haunts me every night.
Hey guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was creepy. Stranger danger and all that. So be careful out there. But hey, here's why I'll go like, comment, and share. But I'll let the next look do that. But I hope everyone is enjoying their day. And I'll see you in another video. Bye.